Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, let's learn how to set up a local environment of your Linux server on your local computer. So not everyone has got access to a web server to deploy a web hosting or to set up a database and to run its features. So to set up that, let's go with the traditional method of setting your local server on your Windows computer. We call that as a Linux Apache stack. So this stack is nothing but a collection of your Linux OS with your Apache web server along with your database, which could be your MySQL or the backend programming language. That could be anything as of your comfort, like it could be PHP or Perl or Python or anything of your choice. So the widely used stack would be something called as LAMP. So as I show here, so this stands for your Linux, Apache, MySQL and PHP. So we try to set up this on a local Windows computer and we try installing our applications and explore all the features and benefits of it. So before you go live or on your web server, we try to set up this on a local computer and we try them. And this is absolutely free. So we've got nothing to spend on this. So this is an open source application. You can download it from online. And this is subject to your Windows OS. So this is like OS centric. When you have to come out of that, we can go for the next alternative client. So that would be your XAMPP. So XAMPP is nothing but your collection of the same stack. X stands for the cross-platformness of it. So you can call it with Windows or Macintosh or with your Linux platforms. So this is a cross-platform application along with your stack of Apache, MySQL and Perl or PHP. You can configure whichever application you want to deploy here. So this also has got the option to set up your web server along with your database, and you get an option to start and stop your applications as well. So that's something which you have control of. And the third application I would suggest here is Wamp. Wamp is again a same kind of a tool, which was like it's a more of a French application. So this is again cross-platform and it runs on, sorry, this is not cross-platform, this is Windows oriented, hence the name as Wamp. It's Windows, Apache, MySQL and PHP. So this can be used in Windows OS and this gives you the same purpose. It serves the same purpose of it. So the next application which we have is Mamp. Mamp is again the same how you have Wamp for your Windows. This is for your Macintosh. We've got it with Mac, where we could run Apache, MySQL and PHP. So this is more of a free application. This is open source as well. And we've got a Mamp Pro as well, a Pro version for advanced usage where you can deploy your SSL and all the other features. So all of these applications you can deploy on your local computer where you can virtually simulate your Linux environment and you can create up your own web server where you can deploy up your multiple CMS platforms, or you can run your PHP codes and deploy databases and stuff. So let's now start with how to deploy an XAMPP. The reason why I'm going here with XAMPP is its versatility or its features or the list of benefits which is got when compared to all the other applications. First thing I would say it is cross-platform, and this is again, it's easy to use and it's very easily configurable. I'll guide you through the demo process, the demo setup of it now. You can have a view of it. Then it again gives you an option of SSL implementation as well. You can see how your application or your app is going to perform when it is going to go through an HTTPS environment. Then also you've got option to manage your database as well, where we've got a phpMyAdmin installed on it. So that's one of the reasons. So to download that, what I do is I go online. Just go to, you can go to download.com or you can try Google as well. So search as download XAMPP. So these Apache Friends is nothing but your main source for your download link. So you've got various options here, XAMPP for Windows, for Linux and various clients. So you can download the most recent one. I'm trying to download the 8.2.12 version. So download them into your local computer. So once the download is complete, you can start the installation. So double click on the exe file and it starts the installation. By default, it's advisable to store in your C drive, or if you wish, when you start your application or your web server, it's better to go it on another server as well, so that at any time in the future, you plan to format your computer, you don't get to lose your web server, because the web server installs up its own services, where you've got your HTTP client running in the port number 80 and your MySQL running in the port number 3306. So it's better to run all of them into a different drive, so that in any time in future you happen to format your OS, you don't lose all of these settings or configurations or your port settings. So I'm just running the installer now, so it takes some time to complete the installation. Now I'm trying to install an open source application as well. Let me try installing WordPress. So WordPress, we all know the versatility and the powerfulness of it. That's one of the most famous, or majority of the websites online are running WordPress as a CMS. So I'm downloading this platform as well. You can download them from wordpress.org. So download it. That happens to be a zip file. Now, after I complete the installation, you can see here your Windows would throw some errors. So do not worry about it. That's because your security protocols are going to be overridden here. It will show that your network is trying to access your Windows settings files. So the first server which is going to run is your HTTP server, that's your Apache. So just click on allow, then after which you'll again get a notification for MySQL as well. Okay, so you want to start the control panel, press finish, and once you start that, your this is how the interface would be. That's more the control panel, where you've got option to start and stop your different services. So anytime in the future, if at all your server is not performing, or if you have made some setting corrections to it, you can start and stop your Apache server alone. Or if you have made some corrections to your MySQL, you can just restart that alone. Besides that, XAMPP also gives you an option to set up a FileZilla as well. FileZilla is nothing but your file transfer application that helps you to upload and download files to your web server. So that again runs in your port number 21 for your normal thing, and your port number 22 for your SFTP as well. So you can try both of those settings, and you can see how FileZilla also works. And now I'm starting up my services. You can see that the service, now MySQL is again throwing up an error for me now. It's asking me to allow the network. Press allow. And so you could see that services are running up now. Now when I just open up my browser and when I try typing in localhost, you'll be able to see your web server is like starting up. So all your files are normally getting stored inside htdocs. Htdocs is nothing but your hypertext docs. That's where all your web server files are going to be residing. Even in your Linux environment on a Linux server as well, that's where all your files are going to be stored. So I'm going into my htdocs folder, and inside that I'm just having some of my files. These are the files which normally runs your client. So here I'm having an option of extracting my files. Note, you guys remember I downloaded WordPress earlier. I'm copying that into this demo folder now, so that I can run the deployment and see how that functions. I'm extracting those files. So this is the complete list of all your WordPress files. So I copy all these files and I move into the demo folder which I created just now. Now the file transfer is complete. Now I'm coming to my phpMyAdmin. This is the place where I'm going to create my database and start the installation. For demo purpose, I'm trying to create a database named demo. And I'm going to my WordPress. This is the local demo folder which I've created, where I've got my WordPress extracted. So what I try to do here is I'm trying to copy my WordPress files, and I'm trying to run the installer. So take the installation. The folder name, the database name which I created, I'm using that as a demo. And for your local MySQL server, the database username will always be root, so you can go with that. And the password, you can leave it empty. So run the installation. You can give a site name here as well. So this is going to be a demo server, the site which you're trying to deploy now. This is a WordPress site, so I'm just giving my site title here. followed with the username to log into the admin panel. Always keep a note of all your information here. If at all you happen to forget all of these information or any of these passwords, you can very well go to the database through phpMyAdmin and change them from there. So now click on install WordPress. It takes some time to complete the installation, and after installation you can see that now the site is running from my demo server. So this is a more easier and convenient way for you to explore all the applications. This is like a handy way. Rather than taking up the resources of your web server and installing up unwanted junk applications, you can try installing on your local server, experiment them before deploying them to your production server. You guys all would be using a staging server or a production server as well before going live. It's always advisable to experiment different plugins or applications on your local server first, see how they are performing, and then deploy them onto your staging or your production server. So that's the way how it goes. So this is the way how you deploy up your local server, which is done through XAMPP, and install up a demo application like just I did now. So you can try exploring installing up various applications. You've got a Drupal, you've got Joomla, there are various CMS applications which you can try in the same platform. And you can try your own custom applications as well, things which you have done with PHP as well as MySQL, you'll be able to do them as well. So give it a try and do leave your comments if at all you experience any doubts or something, and I'll try my best to help you guys with this report. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.